Hi, Kelly Bennett here for Backstage 360. We are at the NAMM Show 2022 at the Hilton Hotel, and we've just run into a powerful violinist, Alicia Previn. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Now, I heard that you're small in stature, but your music is power. Can you tell me a little bit why they say that?
I think it's heart power. I mean, when I was 6, I took piano for a year, and then out of my own volition, I decided I wanted to play violin because you could carry it everywhere with you, which you couldn't really do with the piano, and because you can play all kinds of music. And that's so odd because violin are usually portrayed as either classical or country. So I've kind of always been a pioneer for the violin, letting people know that I can sound like a horn or a guitar or anything. And I've traveled around, and I've had people say that when they watch me play, and they usually say, I love to watch you, and I'm kind of like, do they like to hear me too? But they say they love to watch me play because they say, you know, everybody has something that they really do, and I completely believe that everyone has a special gift that they can do. You might be the greatest baker in the universe or whatever it is, and you want to be completely so involved in that thing that you do that you lose yourself, kind of, and you're just, and he said, when I watch you, I wish I was you for a minute because you are completely one with the music.
Wow, that's amazing.
Great compliment.
So you started out as a classically trained violinist, right?
Yes, I got trained. My pop got me some of the best violin teachers in Los Angeles that played on all the movie scores and stuff. She was very strict. And then when I went to England with my mom, who's a jazz singer, I had the concertmaster teacher who was very relaxed. So I had kind of both, like the fun and the technique, which helped me create my own technique for teaching kids how to put their fingers in their hands correctly so they don't need tape on the violin, so they know how to play in tune and get a good tone. But yeah, I got to be trained, and then at 13, I kind of started shuffling my music around a little bit because I started to experience the really big pieces that every violinist plays, and I thought, why can't I make up my own music?
Give me some of those examples. What type of big pieces are you talking about?
Like your Mozarts, your Tchaikovsky, the concertos that everyone plays, and it's like, why do I have to stay in this rut? And then one day I'm going to perform it for someone, and some critic who can't even play the violin is going to say I'm playing it wrong, and the composer's been dead for 200 years. Anyway, this is like teenage thinking that I used to think. But the other thing is I'm left-handed. So that means that my dominant hand is here, and you have to do a lot of bowing. So I always noticed that some of the more bowing that takes a lot of finesse took me a lot longer to learn. But this way, when I'm doing jazz, blues, ska, rock, punk, reggae, all these other kinds of music, it's all about the feel and the notes. Yes, there's a lot of bowing, like Irish, there's lots of bowing in that too, but I can do that.
What's your favorite genre to play?
Favorite genre to play is actually not really a genre, it's just improvise, straight improvise. Just close my eyes and feel whatever is going on and try and play what I'm hearing.
Okay, and you do that because you do write your own music, and you do that when you tour, correct?
Yes, I've done that. Well, I've played with a lot of bands, played on a lot of records over the years, toured most of the world, and then I came back to San Diego, where I'm living now, to take care of my parents. I had been away from them a long time and actually cared for them till they died, which my mom died 2 years ago. So I'm kind of reinventing my career again, and because COVID was happening at the same time, I started to play this show that I call Through the Decades. So what it is I'm trying to portray the violin as something, as I said earlier, that can play things that you wouldn't normally expect it to. So I started out with good old gypsy jazz and a few 50s jazz songs, then I go into 50s rock like Elvis, Johnny Cash, things like that, Beach Boys, go into 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. After that, I'm not too sure about the condition of the music after the 90s, sorry guys. But not that I'm just stuck in the old, I'll hear any new thing if I like it. And I write new songs. I have a new single out that came out February 11th. So I do this show, and I really love it because some of my favorite songs of all time are in it. And I'm able to play some songs that people have heard, like Dust in the Wind by Kansas. People know that has a violin in it, or Bob O'Reilly of The Who has a violin part. But I'm playing Pink Floyd Comfortably Numb with a wah-wah pedal and all these effects, and people are like, how did you do that? And then I do Nirvana. People are always blown away when I do Smells Like Teen Spirit, stuff like that. So I love to play reggae, though. I've just recently recorded with a wonderful producer who I've been following since the 80s. His name is Scientist. He's known as The Scientist, and he makes what we call dub reggae. Don't be confused that with dubstep. It's absolutely the other universe side. But A lot of people never heard of dub reggae, but it's a technique of taking reggae and adding and subtracting things. It's simplified, but I've been following forever. Well, I've been jamming with some of the top musicians. You've heard of the Wrecking Crew? Well, this is the reggae version of the Reggae Crew.
Oh my gosh.
Fully Fullwood, Santa Davis, the drummer, Tony Chin. They've been playing on all the most wonderful reggae records we've been listening to forever. I've been able to jam with them because they do our Reggae for a Reason. That's a charity. And somebody filmed me playing, and they sent it to scientists. And I'm just, the next day I'm looking at my phone and it says, "Hi, this is a scientist. I saw you play. I want to do a recording with you." And I'm like, this can't be the scientist. And so I looked him up on Facebook. I'm like, it's a scientist. And I was almost afraid to call him. And then I just went, you know what? And so we've done 2 recordings together, and stuff's going to happen with it, but I'm still waiting to find out exactly what yet. But
awesome.
I get to, at this point in my life, do my favorite genre of music, which is reggae. So.
All right, well, you heard it right here. AliciaPrevin.com is where you can find all of your music, and if you want to follow her on social media, Alicia Previn official, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Are you on TikTok?
No, I haven't put my toe in the TikTok.
You gotta do TikTok, girl, and do that violin on TikTok.
You want me to do the live Reddit too thing that people get Venmo'd money and stuff.
Oh gosh, you gotta do it. You gotta do
I'm
it.
gonna stop sleeping. That's why sleeping takes up too much time. I can't stop eating though. I do like food, but
All right.
I'm vegetarian since I was 13, so
Well,
that's why I'm really 104. But I look pretty good, huh?
Congratulations to you on everything. I'm so excited to hear more of your music, and have a good time here at NAMM.
Yeah, just check out my new single. It's called Le Brusque, which is a place in France. But you can just look up Alicia Previn, and it's my single that I have out. And I got a few more coming out soon. So
All right, you heard it right here at NAMM. I'm Kelly Bennett for Backstage 360. We'll see you next time.